everybody. Welcome to week 2. We made it through week 1. Yay! Little party over here. We've got plenty of work under our belt already. Everybody's gotten a good feel for the classroom. We've also been able to welcome a lot of new students that were late registrants, late enrollees, folks that got in just after the term started. So welcome to you guys as well. This week as we get started, I want to touch on just a few little points that I'm only going to mention once this term, although I've covered them in announcements. The first one is your professionalism grade. You will see in the grade book that this grade is already input at 100 out of 100. You will lose points in professionalism as opposed to gaining points. The way you will lose points is if you are not professional in your emails, because we're working on business professional skills. So that means I'd like to see a greeting, Dear Professor Calloway, or Hi Professor Calloway, or, Good morning, how are you? Something that is a greeting like you would do in a business letter. I want to see all proper punctuation, proper capitalization. Emails are not text messages, okay? I want these properly written, just like you would in a business environment. And then I also want you to sign your emails. Please try to remember to do that. It's more for good practice. Yes, I know it came from you because it came from your school account, but this is good practice. So please, do those in your emails. That counts as professionalism. Other ways you can lose professionalism points is if you get into an argument with me, that is unprofessional. If you decide to tell me your feelings and it's done in a very rude manner and not in a professional manner. This 100% that you have in there now is really easy to keep as long as you remember to conduct yourself in a business-like manner. We're really role-playing in this class. Along with doing our work, we want to act like we're in a business environment. And after I spent 25 years in the business world, I have a pretty good feel about how people should interact with one another, ways that you can be more successful in your behaviors with others based on how you act in your mannerisms. So all of that to say, keep an eye on that professionalism grade. If for some reason your 100% starts going down, click on the grade and read my comments to you. It is there to help you learn and encourage you to be the best you can be, not to punish you. But that's the only way I can normally get your attention for those kinds of things. So that's the professionalism grade. So not a lot more to talk about that. The grade's already input. You'll see that it's pretty easy to maintain that. Just remember, be professional in what you do. The second thing we have, personal accountability. That's right. I want to remind you, and I've already put an announcement out there, this term and every term, if you submit your work into the proper area in the classroom and you let it ride and you don't check to be sure that it's the right work, and I go to grade your week 2 business plan and I open up a math exam, that's not the right work. Or if I go to look at your week 3 research assignment and it's your week 2 business plan, still not the right work. Along with business professionalism, I want to teach you guys to be sure to know how to be personally accountable for your work. In doing so, when you submit your work, I'd like for you to go back and double check that it is the correct assignment. If it is not the correct assignment and you by accident put the wrong work in there, I'm sorry, that's wrong. It'll earn a 0. It cannot be redone. You can submit work into a Dropbox through the end of the week. If you're laying in bed one night and you think, oh my gosh, I think I put the wrong work in the wrong box, go back and fix it as long as it's before 11:59 p.m. Sunday night. I only see the last thing you've submitted. That is what will be graded. So if you've messed up somewhere and you put the wrong work in there, put the right work in, because that's what I'll see. The final thing you submit is what I will grade. So again, if you come back on Monday and you see the grade book and it says wrong assignment submitted 0, please don't ask to resubmit that. That means that you did not proof your work, you did not check to see that the right thing was submitted, and you submitted the wrong information. That would be no different than in high school going into your English class and handing them your science project. It's not right. You need to be personally accountable online as well. So if you will go back and review my announcements, I give you some great ideas on how to name your files so you know which ones to upload properly. If you have questions about it, ask me early on. But again, don't be surprised if the wrong work is there. Yes, we all make mistakes, but yes, we all need to learn to be personally accountable as well, okay? So, questions again, ask me on that. This week is really cool. We're going to be talking about ethics. That goes along a little bit with personal accountability, but you'll talk about ethics in your businesses, in your research. You're going to talk about whistleblowing. And I have the coolest story to tell you really quick, and I'll talk about it more in the discussion forum. But it's in the actual discussion forum. It's one of the 3 questions, and it says, what would prompt you to be a whistleblower? What I want you to understand is that you need to know what is a whistleblower. It is not a tattletale. A lot of times people think that's all a whistleblower is somebody that just tells on somebody in the company. That's not true. A whistleblower is somebody that notices something wrong or illegal or unethical being done in a business. They approach their management to discuss the situation. Management may just kind of blow them off. They go above the management to the next level and they tell them about it and they ignore it as well, or they try to cover it up. This keeps going, and if you see there's no resolution, then the whistleblowing comes in when you contact either media or law enforcement or an agency that is over your particular industry, and tell them what is happening and it's not being taken care of. The example that I will talk about is something that my son actually just did not too long ago, where he took the proper steps and was just about to blow the whistle when a manager got wind that the lower management was not taking care of the problem, and they stepped in and rectified it. So watch for my post in the discussion forum, because I'm going to give you more of that story, but it's a true, honest-to-goodness whistleblowing encounter that almost took place, and it would have been big, because it may be somewhere that you actually frequent as a human being that eats fast food. So all that to say, it's going to be an exciting week in the discussion forum, and I can't wait to share that story with you and let you guys talk about it a little bit too. Other than that, we also have something new this week. Along with our regular discussion, we have now what are called hot topic discussions. These are just one question forums as opposed to the discussion questions, which have 3 to choose from. Hot topic only has 1. In there, you're going to talk about something that's kind of a burning issue right now out there. I will add questions throughout the forum to consider even further and to think deeper about what the hot topic is about. I'd like you to consider those before you respond. Think a minute and really formulate your response. Don't do it off the cuff. But know in this hot topic forum, there may be 2 sides, and you may choose one and another classmate chooses another. That's great. Just respectfully disagree with each other. But certainly, share your feelings, share your thoughts, share your perspective, and let's get a good conversation going. It's a hot topic. It's something you might sit around the water cooler and talk about, or something in the break room, and each wants to share your side of the story. That's great, and I totally encourage that. One thing I want you to look at this week is in the instructions for your assignments, I'm going to sometimes give you references like Table 1 or Figure 3 or, this kind of thing. I want you to make sure you look at the information I'm sending your way. For instance, this week I'm going to refer you to a graphic regarding your stakeholders. This is Figure 2.3 on page 45 of your text. It is your stakeholders. Stakeholders are the people you're going to discuss that are influenced by your business actions, by the way you handle yourself in business. So be sure to look at things like that when I give them in the instructions, because they are going to help you, I promise. So I wanted to make this one a little quicker this week. Again, welcome to everybody in the classroom. I think we're pretty much done with adding new registrants, but if we get a few more this week, welcome to you guys too. And stay in touch with me. I'm getting some great email interactions from everybody. Love to talk to you. Have a good week too. Let me know how I can help, and I'll see you guys in the classroom. Bye.